Hi guys, this is knivesfishwild and I'm finally back with a new knife video. I know some of you may be wondering where have my knife videos gone. Well, I've been pretty busy the past few weeks, past several weeks in fact. You know, personal issues. But they are generally good news. So, anyway, I will now do a video to give an update of my fixed knife collection. Okay. First off, I'm going to just unsheath the knives and just arrange this pile of knives, all fixed blades. Okay, I think for those of you who have been faithful followers of my videos, you would have already seen some of these knives. Let me just unsheath them. I love this fixed knife collection, and I find it very quite complete, so to speak. I'm pretty happy and proud of my fixed blade collection to date. This has been about a year of acquisition and change, you know. And of course, along the way, I have learned much stuff about fixed blades from various people and own personal experience. Okay, and I will talk about my knives and also, you know, give a shout out to a couple of people, and just enjoy this video. I hope my video is not fancy, it's not showy, but I just like to talk about my knives, throw some knife tips, principles, and I just also hope, in the past year or so that I've been doing videos, I try to put out videos that are helpful to the lay person, based on the things that I've learned about knives. Of course, there are many more knife stuff that I have yet to say and to discuss about, and yeah, but this will be done in due time, and in due time I hope to also get a tripod and do videos with a camera, and or maybe get help filming it, from my girl. Eventually we'll get down to this, and it will be clearer. There'll be more cutting videos, demo, which I can't do now because right now what you're seeing is actually filmed with my webcam, so it's fixed, and I can't do a lot of I can show a lot of things with this. So and who knows, maybe in due time you get to see my face. It's not pretty, but okay, so let's get down to business. Okay, these are my knives. It's probably too large for the screen. Let me just try to squeeze them all together. You won't see the whole thing, but we'll make do. Okay. So, okay, now these are all the fixed blades, barring the kitchen knives, okay, that I own. So these are mainly outdoor knives, I would say. Okay, outdoor and utility fixed blades. Okay, first off, this is the CKC. I think it's the 1.0 version, I believe, or 1.1, or I don't know. So this is the CKC 1.0. I just said. Kylie Harris, if you watch this video, just correct me if I'm wrong. Why do I say so? Because this knife, in fact, all the knives here, all these fixed blades that you see, are all made by Kylie Harris. His YouTube nick is Knives and Stuff, which is Knives and Stuff, STUFF. Okay, and it's all together. Check him out. Check his videos, his channel out. He's a knife maker, a very talented one, and he really knows his stuff. And he's also making some knives. I mean some swords at the moment. So if you like larger blades, swords, go check it out. I love his knives because they are high performance blades. They don't win in the finish department. The finishing of knives. But he gets what a knife. He gets the core of what makes a knife. The functionality, the ergonomics, the blade performance, the edge geometry, etc. Okay, he gets all these right. Okay, in my opinion, of course. And so he gets the accreditation of knivesfishwild. Okay, he gets my vote. Okay, for knife making and making good knives. So this knife here. So what I'm going to do today is not just update you on, not just show you the knives, the fixed blades that I have, but I'm just going to run you through, okay, what I use these knives for, throughout this time. And all these knives that I own, I have actually used, or at least tried out, tried them out. Some I have used more than others, and others I have just, maybe just put it through some testing, that's all. But basically, I've had at least some experience, with all these knives. The first one that we're going to talk about now is the CKC 1.0. This knife, I put it on my fishing pouch. I had the sheath specially designed together with Kylie, and this fits my Molly fishing pouch, and it snaps in beautifully into the sheath, and the release is good, as you can see, thumb release. So I love the sheath and the knife. It is a small blade, a short blade, I would say, but it is by no means a weak blade. In fact, this is one small beast of a knife. Look at the thickness of the knife, and it's in natural canvas micarta scales, which the knives that you will see here, they are all either natural micarta or quiller wood, which is a very durable outdoor wood. Quiller wood is actually used for decking, So it has to be a long-lasting and durable wood for knife handles. You don't have to worry about rotting and all. Okay, so look at this. This is my kata. Okay, the blade is, the cutting edge is 3 inches exactly. About 3 inches. Yep. So a very good size for utility, and a very good size for packing and carrying. I would say this is like a folder substitute. Okay, the whole length of this blade is, let me see, this knife is like 7 1/4 inch. 7 1/4 inch knife, the full length, overall length, and this is in D2 steel, which I like. The D2 from Kylie Harris is very good D2. D2 is just a generic name, but D2 is made by various steel makers, and each company actually has D2 from each company will vary. Some are good, some are just average, some I would say would be below par. Okay, but this D2 that Kylie Harris uses comes from Bowler, which is a very good steel company. So I would say his D2, in my opinion, is as good as it gets. Alright? All my knives are actually convex knives. All my fixed blades, I would say, okay, are all convex knives. Okay, convex grind. This one is a full height convex. Okay, and so this knife, what I've used it for so far, I brought it fishing. It's my one of my most often carried fishing knife. Although it is a thick stock, okay, look at the spine, a thick spine, but because of the continuous convex, it has a very keen edge, okay, and and there is very little cutting resistance. Okay, let me just take a magazine. Pardon the sound. It's all the sheaths making a noise. Okay, let me just do some cutting. Let me show you. Okay. Okay. I've accidentally hit the stapler, but it is fine. So I am having trouble gripping it in front of camera, so it's not because the cutting is not good, but basically it's my position. But you can see how it slices and the mess that it will make, and that you do not have to clean, but I have to. So you can see, although the knife is thick, it has the resistance. It has very low cutting resistance. That's why I say it is a performance blade. Okay, the performance is very high on all his knives. I don't get any commission selling his promoting his knives. I'm just saying it as a happy and thoughtful consumer. And I'm just basically just promoting knives. It's just so happened that he makes good knives, and I vouch for his knives. That's all. But basically, what I've used this knife for is as a fishing knife, and utility. Some utility cutting. But as a fishing knife, what do I do with it? Of course, I've cut some bait with it. I have cleaned a fish, more than one fish. I've cleaned fishes with it, although it's short, but because of its power, I can power through bones, gills, and all that. Because I'm Chinese, and I don't just fillet a fish and just throw it away. A lot of good parts away. I try and eat the whole fish. That's the Chinese way. Okay. Okay, I'm just kidding. So yep. So and I've although it is a thick blade, but surprisingly, and that was to my surprise, when initially when I tried to do when I tried to fillet a fish with this thick knife, I thought, oh no, it's going to be not optimal. But lo and behold, I find that the most important thing is the edge, and because it is a continuous smooth edge, there was actually very little resistance, and it could do very good filleting. So it performed well. It's a good fishing blade, I would say, for me. And it's small. Okay, so very good knife. Okay, and yep, that's, oh yes, the last thing is that this 1.0 comes in a full grip. Okay, so it has a very strong power grip for me. You look at it. Okay, just nice. And I can do reverse chest lever cut with this knife. All his handles are designed for both the foregrip as well as the reverse grip for chest lever cutting. Okay, this is the 2.2. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, Kylie, but this is, I think, the 2.2, CKC 2.2. Mine comes with a very beautiful cigar shape quillerwood handle. The contouring is lovely. It's really shaped and it's this part here, as you can see, let me try and focus it. This okay, this part, this slope in the handle is really good for reverse chest lever grip cutting. Okay, a thumb rests on the and in fact, this is an extended thumb rest, on the handle, and it is actually a very full handle as well. It is really good in the hand. And this is again D2 steel, and this knife I brought fishing as well, and it really performed well. I severed bones, severed the head of the heads of fishes with this knife, and no chipping, no chipping, and filleting was good with this. It's a longer blade than the 1.0. Okay, okay, as you can see the difference in length. All right, so it's a good knife. Okay, these are like brothers, an elder brother and the younger brother. Okay, now this is the largest knife that I own right now. This is the CKC Forester. Okay, let me just put it in frame. Okay, CKC Forester. This is the original Forester, and if you look at it, I have serial number 1, numero uno. Okay, so and of course Kylie's stamp over here. It's a Chinese word, CKC, with some graphic beside it. That's actually a Chinese script of the word dragon. In Chinese is called long. Okay, that's dragon in Chinese. So anyway, look at the blade. It's a saber convex grind. I've tested this extensively. Okay, sorry, I think you've seen part of my reflection. Okay, that's a very good looking guy that you saw. Okay, but anyway, so full of shit, huh? Okay, very nice spine. Okay, thickness, not as thick as the Volneven A1, slimmer, better. Okay, um, but you know, the Volneven is also a pretty good knife. Okay, but this just beats the crap out of it. Okay, okay, and this is the finger groove, you know, for finer detail work. I have done some testing with this knife, but no real world experience with it. You know, I mean, I have not brought it for any like camping trips and all. Handle is quilla wood, contour for me, very good. In fact, this knife, I've done some, you know, chops with it, and it really performs. So, but back to what I want to talk about. This is that this knife is different from his latest Foresters. It has a higher blade width. Okay, and if you look at it, okay, you know, his newer ones are like, you know, a slimmer knife profile, such as, you know, maybe like such as this, for example, you know, over here. Okay, that means the blade edge, okay, is actually, you know, about, you know, flush with the handle. But this, because of the higher blade height, it actually extends below the you know, below the handle. Okay, so this is more like a chef knife. Okay, which means this knife has the advantage of using it as a chef knife if you need to use it at home. And why do I say that? Because this is actually quite a good chef knife, but it's heavy and thick, of course, so you have to deal with the weight. But I would use this at home for you know, chopping through bone, you know, like fish bone and maybe some chicken bone, because this knife has the power and the edge for it, in my opinion. Okay, so I like this knife. It has this that the newer versions of the Forester does not, and because of the heavier blade, even though it is a smaller, the length is shorter, okay, it has more chopping power. Okay, so I'm keeping this knife. I had originally thought of selling this knife, you know, but I have, you know, thought about it, tested it, and I'm not giving up this blade because Kylie is not, I don't think he's making it, the Forester, in this configuration anymore. You know, this comes in the, you know, with, you know, a greater blade height, and it can be used very, you know, for more power chopping, you know, for camp chores, and it can do the finer detail work just the same, but it can do cooking really well, both at home and, you know, I mean, cooking really well, you know, when I'm camping, you know, or in the outdoors, you know, food preparation, that's the two words that I'm looking for. Okay, can do food preparation in the wild very well. So I'm keeping this, and at home I can even use it as a sub cooking knife. But well, if you are really interested in buying this knife, I will let it go if the price is very right. Half kidding. Okay, throw me an offer, but just kidding. But do try. Okay, jokes aside, this knife is what I'm talking about. This knife I've used a lot as well. This is the CKC Thrive. Okay, CKC Thrive S35VN steel. I got it, and this is his first batch, of the Thrive. Okay, and sorry, he's not gonna make it in S35VN anymore. So I've got one from him, and it's also long ago. Okay, it's very good steel, I have come to know. I've dropped this knife once on ceramic tiled floor, and I thought, gosh, the blade, the edge is going to be quite damaged. Took it up, all I saw, no chipping, just roll. The blade the edge just rolled. I took up my leather strap with compound, and I did some stropping, and lo and behold, the edge was just straightened, and restored, so to speak. So I know now that S35VN is very tough, and edge retention is good. Honestly, it's still very sharp. I love this steel. It's good. It comes with a full height convex over here, full height convex. My kata handles, very good traction, but yet smooth. And mine came, in a fuller handle than most Thrives that he made in that batch, and as a result, I get a very good power grip, with this handle thickness, and it can. I've used this knife a lot in the kitchen, in fact, and it really works well. But now recently it's been retired from the kitchen, because I plan to get proper kitchen knives, and my other knives really work well. But anyway, I've tested this knife, and it's stainless and it's good. I'm gonna just clean up the edge a little bit more, and one day it might be my main outdoor knife. So right now I'm just pampering it a little, okay, because I have other options. All right. So what's next? This ta-da! This is the CKC Trailblazer Mini, okay, or the TB Mini, okay, again, number 1. And I have a bit more customization. These are solid pins, but around it is some glow-in-the-dark material. Let me just shine it on the lights. Okay, can you see it glowing a little? Right, in focus? Yes. Okay, just shine it on the light a little, and you can see it glow in the dark. So basically, there's a glow outer ring, to the pins. And this knife is in 01 steel. It's awesome, sharpness, and the blade, the edge geometry, and the grip. It comes in a very good power grip as well. In fact, this knife, I would say, I often have this term in mind for this Trailblazer Mini that I own. I call it the Bravo 1 killer. It beats the shit, I would say, out of or I would just say that okay, it excels, in performance over the Bravo One. I would say better handle, a much a very generous handle, and of course very well designed. This is really good in a reverse chest lever hole. Okay, for even the largest hands. Kylie has monster hands. I don't think he's completely human, but he will deny it, if you ask him. So this is continuous full height convex. Great blade shape. It has a continuous curve, very good, and a crazy sharp tip. Okay. Very good knife. And now this is the Trailblazer. Okay, this is the Trailblazer is actually a longer blade. It is quite a long blade. In fact, let's see how many inches, what is the cutting edge. Okay, it is just shy of 6 inches. Right, just shy of 6 inches. Number one, again, numero uno, 012 steel, very good one from Kylie. And oh man, I think the best handle in the entire batch of this Trailblazer, and it's really I know, it's just lovely. And the thing is that he's not making any more Trailblazer, and maybe not even the Mini. I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think he's making any more Trailblazer Mini, and he did state clearly in a video, but if he changes in his mind, I'm not sure. He's not making any more Trailblazer, which is this one. And this knife is actually, although it's a pretty large blade, but not a very large one either. But this knife is actually the most agile knife, the most agile larger knife that I have in my collection. It is really swift, and very well balanced. Okay, the balance point is here. Look at it. And I tell you, this knife is really swift. I can use this as a defense fighting knife, in fact. And the handle is so well designed. And mine is so well contoured. It's rounded. It's hand-shaped, So, a very good knife. And I'm not selling this. I thought of selling this knife, in fact. I'm not sure. I may or may not, because the only reason I'm selling is because I thought of selling is because it is a knife that I haven't really used much, and I wanted to raise some funds to get a good set of kitchen knives. But I've told my girl, and she's like, she doesn't want me to sell any of my knives. She feels that it's a waste to destroy my knife collection. So I'm yes. So I should be keeping this as a 012 steel specimen. And the knife that I want to sell is actually this, because I have, as you can see, 3 similar knives, similar length. Okay, look at them. So I'm going to keep the Thrive and my 2.0 or 2.2, and I'm going to sell this. I'm going to sell this knife, the Trailblazer Mini, which is out of production as well. And this is a very good specimen of it. one of the best that you can find. And well, it's now it's a collector's item already. Okay, so I'm gonna sell this. And the last knife is a knife that I've used most, and it has been a faithful kitchen knife. In fact, this is the CKC belt knife, yes, in a hunter's version. This is L6 steel. Somebody asked, where to buy this, and I told him in the comment box that I'm thinking of selling this knife. But honestly, after my girl's insistence that I shouldn't sell my knives, I'm gonna keep it. Okay, I'm gonna keep it because I want to have a good L6. I want to collect knives, and this will be probably my last L6 steel knife, and this is the only L6 steel knife that I have right now, and I'm keeping this. So Kylie, if you're watching, this knife stays. Why do I mention him? Because this knife was actually part of a knife exchange, a gift exchange, Christmas gift exchange, and so I'm keeping this. So it has a very nice natural patina on the blade by now, because I've used it extensively in the kitchen, and it always restores very well, with the strop. Just a few strokes on each side, and it gets back to real good working edge, very sharp. But the thing is, because it is L6, when patina gets on the edge, it can appear dull, but that's all. But a few strokes, and the knife is restored, and it's very ergonomic. This comes in one of the best handles he's ever made for his belt knife. Glow pins, brass hollow pins, some small brass pins, and even a Swarovski crystal. If you are jealous, well, can't do anything, can I? So anyway, and it comes in a nice orange sheath. Now, I don't think I'll ever sell this knife. And I use this a lot in the kitchen. It's a good kitchen knife. In fact, I've cooked many meals with this. Very good. Why? Because it is like chef knife, whereby the blade extends past the base of the knife handle. Okay, so good kitchen knife also. Yes. Alright, so now it is almost 39 minutes into the video, and it's a much longer video than I expected. So this is the end of my fixed blade knife update. Let me just say at the end again that I am selling this knife with, of course, the brown Kydex sheath. Okay, let me just show you Kydex sheath to go with this very good outdoor survival knife, comparable to the Bravo one. Okay, in fact, this is a custom knife, fully custom knife, and the Bravo one isn't. Okay, and this, in my opinion, beats the shit out of it. Okay, if you're talking about a real survival knife, and I'm selling this. So PM me about the price and all. Okay, if you're interested, or just if you have no yeah, just PM me, okay? I will tell you the price. So, okay, so that's the end of the video. Hope you have enjoyed it. I've done some fixed knives updates as well as some personal updates if you have watched my whole video. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate you supporting my channel, because the number of subscribers that I have have really steadily increased, and thus far I do try to make the effort to thank each and every one of my subscribers. And let me say this, that I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for subscribing. I have never really, I don't think I have ever asked for subscriptions in any of my videos, but you guys are so good. And I really appreciate each and every one of you. You guys just subscribe to me without me asking for asking anyone to subscribe. And I thank you guys. I really value each and every one of you, and I've made some really good friends since I started this channel. And people like Trader Joe's, Stripey what's that again? Stripey McCatpuss. Such a stupid nick, but a really good friend of mine, YouTube friend of mine. And of course Kylie Harris, and Virtual Vice, Waco. A good friend of mine as well. And we used to converse a lot more in the past. But still, I would say a great friend. And he's Asian like me. And the cliche phrase I have in mind now is, we Asians should stick together. Okay, anyway, God bless America. At this video, America has been struck by Hurricane Irene, and I just want to extend my prayers and support to all of America, especially the East Coast. If I'm not wrong, yes, I think it's the East Coast that's hit by Hurricane Irene. I hope all you guys are safe. Trader Joe's, take good care. He's alive and kicking. And stay that way. But pray for America. They really need our support right now. The economy is a bit weak. But so they need all our love and our support. So pray for America. Pray for their people. And once again, if you are interested in buying this knife, just message me, okay? CKC Trailblazer Mini, right? Lovely knife. Alright, so that's the end of my video. All you viewers, wish you God bless. Take care, stay safe, till we meet again in future videos.